Welcome to the Paranormal Exploring UK review of the year. In my view anyway. My name is Stuart. I'm lead investigator, founder of the group, and I'd just like to give you my highlights of our best investigations of 2021. All links will be down below for you to look at these videos as well. And let's get right into it. Number 5. It was the very last investigation we done there just this past week. Balrossie. About 6 weeks ago, 5-6 weeks ago, it was burned to the ground. And it's my local haunt, so to speak. Only 10-minute drive from me, and I used to go up there quite often, and we had a lot of communications with the spirits up there. Even the last time when we didn't go in, we stood outside and we still hear the breathing in our ear, and our friendly spirit came through again to see us, and through the spirit box session try to get us to come in. Then a female spirit and Steve didn't want us to go. They said, "Please stay, Stu, please stay." Quite sad experience, quite a sad spirit box session, to be honest with you. It was using the S-test method and Samantha was the vessel. It's like losing a family member, but there we go. It's been burnt to the ground, it's getting knocked down, so hence I don't mind mentioning the name, Balrossie. Great place for spirit activity over the years for us. It's very sad to see it go. So that's in at number 5. Number 4. You'll see on the thumbnail, it's called Paranormal Activity Caught at an Abandoned School. Well, I'm not going to give you the name of this place, but I think it's still locked up. It is getting converted into flats, I think, but it's still lying abandoned at the moment. Housing scheme right round about it now. That was when we first teamed up with Riga, and it's the Scottish Paranormal Investigations group. It was in February 2021. Just a spur of the moment, I seen a post of his on a Facebook group. Does anybody want to come and meet up with us tonight for an investigation? I thought, let's go, I'm free. So went down there. From the moment we went into this place, up the stair, we got bang bang from 2 different rooms almost instantaneously. Down the stairs, we had a stone through it as it went down. It hit every stair, ding, 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 bump, and it landed at Rigger and Conlon's feet. Then I asked if there's a girl in here knock once, a boy knock twice, and 5 seconds passed, boom. And a few seconds passed again, boom, boom. So the boy and the girl replied to us in there. We had cut it short because the daughter was working early in the morning, so we left about midnight. So that was another good place. That was a number 4. I just got another sip of my glass of homebrew cider. Wee touch of blackcurrant in it. Number 3. On the summer there, myself and my 2 daughters done a little mini tour. First of all, we went to 30s Drive, and then we went the next night we were at Chillingham Castle, and then we started heading back up the road after that. But number 3's favourite investigation of the year is 30 East Drive. Now we have a video on this, which I'll give the link to obviously, but we didn't record a lot in there that night. We were part of another group, so you were limited in what you could film until we stayed the night. We only had a couple of hours stayed in the night, so. But what we did, witness in there, the room at the top of the stairs, the first bedroom, the child's bedroom at the top of the stairs next to the toilet. We were trying a table tipping session in there, and there was a red orb type light swishing about our feet for pretty much the duration we were in that room. No table tipping or anything happened. spirit ball action down the stair. Nothing too great, but we done a scrying session in Jean's bedroom, which is the lady of the house, and it was quite hard. Me and my 2 daughters are used to scrying. Another group who stayed behind, another 4 people of the one family stayed behind. They hadn't seen scrying before. One of the girls sat in front of the round mirror on the dresser in Jean's bedroom, and we were starting to see something coming through, and then it all faded out. And me and the daughter said, it's kind of hard to notice something, and then bang! Through he came. This man came through as clearest as I'm looking at you now. Whoosh! Pencil moustache, in his 50s, short kind of wavy hair, kind of sideys, clean shaven, see the stubble but clean shaven, thin moustache, and he had a looking directly right into your eyes, and he had a sly smirk on his face. Now, I'm going to say that's the poltergeist, right? Because I don't know what the poltergeist maybe. Each time we go somewhere scrying, we don't see the same face twice, even though you know what faces you've seen before. You see faces pertinent to the place where you're doing the scrying. And I take that to be Fred. Another older man came through briefly, but boof. Hairs, look, just thinking of that face again. I've got hair standing up on edge with the power that this face came through. 30 East Drive. People say it's a money making scheme and that, but it is what you make of it, and if you're kind of sensitive to things like that anyway, it'll help. So, that was number 3. Second place, amazing paranormal activity caught on camera, and that was House of Grimm. Excuse me, my stuffed up today. That was House of Grimm. We took on another videographer, editor, in July, Scott. That was his first ever paranormal investigation. Me and Scott got there a bit earlier just to assess the joint, where we're going to put the cameras and where we're going to do various experiments. But the time that we even got there and set up, there was things going mental. And I'd been to Grimm twice before that, very little. But this time, we had the K2 meter on the table, the big dining table in the dining room. K2 meter at one end, cat balls on the other side. You'll see the link. Please look at this stuff. It's not faked. None of this is faked. If I find any of my team are faking it in, they're out. No questions. I was even asking the K2 meter was going to red, then going up the other end of the table, this flashy ball was going, back there and both were going. Then when we got with the rest of the team arrived, we had a great session, a spirit box session, we had a Ouija session, but after the Ouija session, we heard out in the hallway movement and footsteps. We thought other explorers had come in, because it's a fairly popular place for explorers, even though it's way, 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 way away. And with the video you'll hear is all going, shh, 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 somebody else is in here. And then you hear the boom, 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 boom. Somebody running up the stairs. So, a team member, Adrian, went out and up the stairs and checked the 4 rooms up the stair. Nobody there, come back down, there's nobody in here. Come back down, and we're K2 meters doing this on the table. Now say this phone's a K2 meter, it's doing that on the table by its own accord. Moving by its own accord. I just bought a new gimbal a week or two before, first time using it, trying to angle the camera down the way, but there was a button on the back that moves it. I'm trying to put the gimbal down to look at this, and the camera's staying the same angle. So, can't be verified. If I'd moved the camera down, which I learned there was a button on the back to control it, we'd have seen it. Can't verify it. But I can assure you it happened. Link will be down the stair at number 2. Number one favourite Explorer of 2021. Now there's been on par investigations this year, but this one, for the sheer scale of people that were there and get terrified, it's got to be St Aidens, and the video's called St Aidens Ghosts Part 1. Now that was onward journey back up from 30s Drive, spent the night at Chillingham Castle, and we were on our way home, so we stopped in at St Aidens, met the rest of the team there who'd come down. So there was about 6 of us met at St Aidens that day. Found a way in, because it's usually locked up. Found a way in. We got there first, obviously. Me and the daughters had a look round the whole building, come down. The rest of the team arrived, came down to meet them at the entrance. Brought them in. Took them up the stairs, and there was a riot going on. There was an absolute place getting smashed up. We thought, this place, there's a bunch of Neds in here smashing this joint up. They're probably going to set it on fire. Let's make tracks out of here. So the daughter, it was that bad. You'll hear it on the video. This was right at the beginning. The daughter picked up a bat and thing in case we encountered these people on the way out. And then we got halfway down the stairs and we heard this smash again. Just let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. So we all ran down to the exit way again. And I says, right, hold on, stop. We've travelled hundreds of miles to get here. Yous have travelled hundreds of miles to meet us here. Nobody else has done a paranormal investigation in this building because it's not been opened. It just hasn't been opened enough. We're the only ones. We must overcome this and get it done. Agreed. Went back up and the place was silent. There was nobody in the place. There was only one way in and out. And there was nobody in the building. We'd done a sweep of it all. Nobody there. So went back to the main kind of hallway, stairway. The St Aidens was an old Catholic home for people with disabilities and mental illness, from young to old. I think it was a kind of school type place as well. A lot of abuse that we've heard since had happened there, so which always heightens the feeling in the place. But almost instantly, as soon as we got the cat ball out and the K2 meter, bottom of the stairs, top of the stairs, we're sitting on the stairs, as you'll see in the video. They were going just on request, and then bang, crash, something got flung behind us. And we're like, this place is mental, it's taken off. So with sublime action, the whole investigation, we were there. We went into there, was a church built on the side of it, we took a walk in there. And spent a good couple of hours in there. Come back out and we were accosted, we were going back to the cars, we were accosted by one of the staff members, which we didn't know at the time, but the new building is right next to it. One of the nurses came out and asked, what he's doing in there? I said, I was just in doing a paranormal investigation, having a wee look about, seeing that it's opened. She says, I know, because there was Ned's in last night smashing the place up. And we'd seen evidence of that, because I'd seen a video a week before it and how this balcony and that around the big crucifix, and it was all gone when we went in. It's locked up again now, so it's safe again. So that was number one. So a couple of other notes to mention. Coco Chanel's mansion, we went up there in the summer. That was a long-assed haul, that. Three things got flung at us that I was absolutely sweltering that day. It was a couple of days after we came back up from down south. That 2 weeks we just done a tour. No great activity in the place, but we get three things flung at us, caught them on camera as well. So you look that up, Coco Chanel's mansion. Vintage Farm was one that we done in August. Half the farms fell down, so you've all got access to the other half of the house, old vintage kitchen and sitting room and that. Beautiful old furniture. And we got activity and correspondence from what we believe was the owner. We started looking at the owner's wedding photograph, and I think wedding came through in the spirit box or something. So we got, and then there was a dog running up and down each trigger ball, and the dog was going absolutely mental. It was a dog or two dogs that we got in there, so fantastic. So that's my year in review. At number 5, Balrossie. Number 4, the Paranormal Activity at the old abandoned school. 3, East 30th Drive. 2, Paranormal Activity at Grimm. And St Aidens Ghosts. Number 1 for me this year, so there we go. I wonder how the other team score their favourite investigations of the year. It doesn't even make an investigation. Just an urban explore. We've explored some beautiful places this year. So that's basically all I wanted to say, folks. Just a big thank you for following our social medias, our YouTube. Much appreciated. We always welcome and love to read the comments as well, especially from teams in other countries. Thanks very much. It certainly, we'd still do it if we get no views, to be honest with you, because we do it for us, really. We do it because we enjoy it. Don't really set out to please anybody else. If somebody else likes it, and excellent, that's perfect, that's great. But we don't really do it for anybody else, we do it for ourselves, really, because we enjoy it so much. Enjoy visiting the old buildings, respecting them, feeling what it's like, what it would have been like to live in it at the time. 40 years ago and 50 years ago, these places were occupied. You know, it's magnificent. Sometimes you get in and you see old toys, newspapers and furniture from the stuff you had in the 70s when you were a child. And then obviously, if you get any paranormal activity there that you can't explain, all the better. So we're glad people like it. We really are glad that we get nice comments and stuff. And we've got big plans for next year, so keep an eye open for our future explores, because we're going to have some nice ones. We're going to up the documentary making as well to a bit more professional. You've seen with the last Halloween lockdown there, we're starting to get a bit into the documentary side. A lot of wrong things got done filming wise for that series, but there's a lot to learn and take on to the next one. So I'd like to just raise my glass to you all and wish you a very prosperous 2022. And raise a glass to absent friends, those that are no longer with us. And we'll do it again very soon, guys, alright? Thanks very much. Get you soon.